Alright, welcome back to Sonic Unleashed, where in this video, we started off with one of my favorite cutscenes in the game.
Your dinner, Doctor.
Thank you. What's the progress on the Dark Gaia-powered Eggman Land construction system?
Current status is 27% complete. Progress is significantly behind projected timetable. Presumed cause of delay is Dark Gaia's dispersion across the globe.
Oh, of all the lazy, here I go to the trouble of waking that Dark Gaia thing up, and it causes me nothing but delays.
Dark Gaia had yet to reach maturity within the planet's core, ergo it was still incomplete at the time of its awakening, ergo it was unable to sustain its own weight upon its release, ergo it scattered around the world.
I don't want to hear about its weight issues. So what if I gave it a bit of a sudden awakening? This is unacceptable.
Ergo, this is the repercussion of your hasty actions.
What was that? I'm having a bad enough day as it is. First that professor runs off with the Gaia manuscripts, and now the planet's coming back together.
That, Doctor, is the result of the power of the Chaos Emeralds, which you discarded along with Sonic. Ergo, another repercussion of your hasty actions.
Quiet, you junkie! That was all part of my plan, part of the big picture. Where's the fun in having my plans succeed without any challenge? Anyway, what's the status of the remaining temples of Gaia?
Eggman forces have currently secured all locations. Defensive preparations are nearly complete.
That'll take care of Sonic for now, which leaves the problem of Dark Gaia. It'd be difficult to collect every piece scattered all across the world.
Searching conventional wisdom banks for topical advice. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Slow and steady wins the race. Nobody likes a whiner.
Isn't there a more efficient way? Some way to, I don't know, gather them all up at once. Wait, that's it, of course! With this, all of my plans will be realized!
This is my favorite part, is what the fuck is he doing? Like, what is going on in that computer monitor? That cutscene would be 100% better if it wasn't for that, like, child's kindergarten cartoon music playing underneath it. Like, Jesus. So anyway, this lady, I think she pops up a couple times throughout the game. She's the fake Rebecca Chang from Dead Rising 2. She'll ask you some questions. You can give her, you know, honest answers, or you can just lie, or you could just get them wrong. So you're kind of given an interview about events in the game. As long as you aren't, like, brain dead, you should probably get these right. Yeah, before Orbot actually received a name in Sonic Colors, his fan name, I don't remember if it was his fan name or if it was actually his official name, but he was called Ergo because of his penchant for saying the word ergo. Ergo, that was his name. So I can very happily announce that Rooftop Run is in fact included in this video, and I'm very excited because Rooftop Run is not only my favorite level in this game, it's just one of my favorite levels in Sonic, period. So I'm very excited to be playing it. God damn, lady, you ask a lot of questions. This one actually did trip me up because I didn't remember if it was Firebird or Phoenix, but it's Phoenix. Because it sounds better. Firebird just kind of sounds a little goofy. I wish she had the puppet voice, the Wentos puppet voice. The Dark Gaia monster. So I don't remember where we need to go now. I think we just need to go back to Spagonia. Village Elder Zonsen? That's an interesting name. Alright. Screw this, I'm out of here. I don't think we were in this area yet as the werehog, so we might as well look for some stuff and also collect a souvenir for ourselves, like this chili dog. And with that, I'm out of here. What is going on in the background there? First off, it looked like it was moving at like 2 frames a minute, and I couldn't tell if it was rain or fog or just some weird like video game door. I don't know how that works. I guess you can only select the level if you've already beaten it. It would be kind of cool if you could see if there was a new level unlocked there from that stage select menu, but that's not actually a thing you can do. And hey, let's talk to Amy. Yeah, the Divine Beast. What is this? Breath of the Wild? Nintendo's always copying Sonic. First it was Sonic Extreme and Mario Galaxy with the weird anti-gravity and Sonic Adventure 2. And then it's this game and Breath of the Wild with Divine Beasts. Give it up, Nintendo. You know you're not as good as Sega. That's why they don't make consoles anymore. Oh, Professor Pickle, I wish you would actually, like, help me. I wish we could take Professor Pickle out for a spin. Because if you've ever seen Pickle Unleashed, you know just how fast he can be. So I do believe we were already in the area previously for this level here. And yeah, this is what I was talking about before, where I like to speed through those loading areas to see if some weird things happen. And there was a very weird noise that happened there when I did that. But I was already in this area, and we already went to where the entrance to Rooftop Run is, but it wasn't available yet, so now we can actually get there. And it's right over here. This is what we get for wall jumping up here. I can hardly contain my erection. I mean excitement for playing this level. This can be kind of tricky. You might not make that every time. Because again, Sonic control's a little wonky here. So this is actually my second run through of this stage, because I wanted to get like a good recording of this level since it is my favorite in the game. The original time, the only reason I'm mentioning that is because at the end of the level you're supposed to pick up a key, but since I've already beaten the level at this point in the recording, it's just going to be a goal ring, so that's why I'm mentioning it. So anyway, this is, I can't really explain why this is my favorite level in the game, or one of my favorite Sonic levels. I think it's the music is just so dang happy, and it makes me so excited to play it. The level design is just really good. I love the location of kind of like Sonic running through Italy. You know, like a future Sonic would also do with Roger Craig Smith and Ezio. But it's just a blast to play through all around. Although I will say that the version in Generations is possibly better. It's a little bit more fun. I like the Easter eggs in Sonic Generations, like where you can visit Professor Pickle's office if you go into the right house. It's cool stuff like that. I practiced this level before I recorded it on my main file, and there was no ground. Like, I was running through the level, and all the level architecture was just buildings. There was literally nothing below me, and it was very weird. My PS3 sounded like it was dying, too, so that might have had something to do with it. It's getting old. That poor thing. It's almost 2 years, it'll be 10 years old, that PS3. Thankfully, this is one of those levels where the game would probably shit the bed if it didn't run a little bit better. Or if it ran a little bit worse. This is where the game would completely fall apart. Which is one thing that you really do have to give this game, even if I don't completely love it. At least these levels don't completely fall apart. And I never really thought about it before, but how big these levels are. Which is why I assume that there always has to be 2 forms of gameplay, or more, in the boost games. Because this game has the Werehog, it shares with the Werehog, because these levels probably, there's so much that go into them, you can't just have an entire game of just boost gameplay, because it's so much work would have to go into it, and the game would be very short. Which is why Colors has the side-scrolling levels, which is why Generations has side-scrolling levels, which is why Forces has side-scrolling levels, and then the, whatever the hell kind of gameplay the mascot, not the mascot, the avatar character has. Which is a shame. I'd like to see them try and do an entire game of just boost gameplay. But I have a feeling that that would never happen. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these levels kind of wrap around each other to make it look bigger, but it actually isn't. Like, that would be a smart way of doing these. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if these are areas we've already gone over, they've just maybe rearranged some things. That would be a smart way of doing it to save on, I don't know, memory or whatever goes into video games. I don't understand how video games cost money. There's nothing actually here. Like, I'll never understand that in movies. How does CGI cost money? I understand the people that are making it are the things that you're paying. You're not putting money into a machine and then, like, CGI goop comes out of it, which you then put into a movie. Like, I don't understand it. How do video games cost money? I don't think I'll ever understand that. And it's like, if you throw more money at CGI, if CGI has a bigger budget, what does that matter? The people that are doing the CGI aren't going to be different. I'm just completely ignorant to that entire thing. Sound like an idiot probably right now. Yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. This is the only part of the level I don't actually really like, which I'm glad they quickened it up in Generations. I was actually considering, in this video, doing the Generations level, putting it here too. But I think it'd just go on a little bit too long and it wouldn't really make any sense just to compare the two, but they're each their own unique little thing. I do enjoy I enjoy both of them, but the Generations version is a little bit better. Can't really argue with that. Okay, Sonic, you don't have to look at me like that. Level's over. Nothing to see here. So I think we have 1/2 of a key now. We still have to get another half, though. So, I'm out of here. What game is that? Sonic CD, where Sonic just says, I'm out of here, and then he kills himself if you linger too long. But anyway, that's the end of this video. It's all downhill from here, because we got to my highlight. That's the top of the hill. From here on out, it is completely downhill, because nothing is better than Rooftop Run. It just doesn't get better than it. But the next level is actually pretty good. So I will see you in the next one.